Hello, my name's Connell and I'm the Principal Tutor at the Connell Cookery School, which is based at the Vegetarian Society in Cheshire. Today I'd like to show you how to make a vegetarian Christmas stack. It's a really lovely but luxurious recipe. The main components are celeriac and apple that have been roasted. We're going to mix that with blue cheese and shallots and garlic and cream, so it's quite a luxurious dish, perfect for Christmas. We're also going to put a layer of spinach with lemon and garlic and also some sun-dried tomato. Now in between the layers I'm going to use phyllo pastry. Now phyllo pastry comes in thin sheets. Now what you need to do is to cut it to the shape of your tin and then just brush it with a little oil or butter and then just bake it, and that will make it nice and crispy. But I've done that already, and I've also roasted the celeriac and apple. So from this stage, the first part is to start our lovely sauce. So we'll need some butter into the pan, and to that we'll cook off our shallots. Just let them simmer let them fry for two minutes or so they get nice and soft. Whilst that's cooking, we can move on to the spinach part of the filling. Now I want the spinach to be quite dry. If it's too wet, it will all get soggy, and I don't want that. I want it to be nice and dry. So this is just ordinary spinach that you can buy in the supermarket that was frozen, but we've thawed it. So all you need to do is to pop that into a pan. Don't need any oil at all. And we can also add some garlic in there and a little lemon juice. Now if you're a big garlic fan, add more garlic, and if you're not such a garlic fan, then leave it out. So that should cook through nicely and get really dry. The final layer within this stack is some lovely sun-dried tomatoes. Now just chop them up and pop them into a separate pan just to warm them through. Back to stage one, we've got the shallots and they're cooked nicely, so I'm going to add some flour to thicken the sauce. So give it a good stir to cook it out a little bit. So this is again a similar principle to making a roux. You need to add the flour in with the fat and allow it to cook, and this will thicken our sauce. To that we can add our cream. Now this is double cream, but if you are watching the calories, then use single cream, but it still will have a few in. But it's a Christmas treat, this one. This is not an everyday dish. It really is a lovely, luxurious treat. So that should thicken nicely. Add a little bit more cream to there, and that should do. And then we can add this blue cheese. Now if you're not a big fan of blue cheese, don't worry too much about it, because with the cream and the apple and the celeriac and the herbs, it will become a lot more mild. But if you do use a mild cheese instead of this, it won't have that extra kick. It won't have such a sort of luxurious feel to it. So in goes the cheese, and allow that to melt. That should just take a few minutes or so. And while that's cooking, I'm just going to turn the spinach to make sure it's not going to catch. But I'm essentially drying this out. I'm cooking it, but I'm drying it out. And to finish off the cheese part of the stack, we've got some chopped rosemary and the roasted celeriac and apple. And just give that a stir in. Now, of course, the celeriac has been already roasted, so it is cooked. I just want to warm it through and give it a good coating with this lovely, rich sauce. So allow that to cook for a few minutes, and then it's time to assemble our dish. Now it's stage 4, time to assemble our stack. Now there's enough ingredients here to make 4 stacks, but I'll just do one for you today. So you need one of these stack cases you can get in most kitchenware stores. Put a little bit of olive oil around the inside, and that'll help when you lift it out. So simply place it on your serving dish and then pop one of the phyllo slices at the bottom, like so, and then we can layer it up with our spinach. Now press the mixture in. If you don't press it in, it'll just fall apart when you pull out the ring. A little bit of the tomato, and of course this very luxurious cheese, creamy celeriac and apple mixture. And then repeat the process. So again, the phyllo pastry, and then a little spinach, like so. The tomatoes, and the rich cheesy mixture. Take your time to push it in, because if you don't, when you lift out the ring, it will collapse. So do take your time to present it well. And this is ideal for a Christmas meal, a nice vegetarian treat, or something throughout the festive season. And then finally, we'll just pop one more phyllo pastry on and just garnish the top with a little tomato. So this will be served with some nice roast vegetables. You could have the traditional Christmas roast around the outside, but it is absolutely delicious and it's worth making. And that's how to make a vegetarian Christmas stack.